mean, Tekken is already pretty bad, and you want this character back to Tekken 8? Like, that's the message I get from this video so far. Yeah, I'm gonna comment everything he says later after this video. I just want to get the full picture, like what exactly is he trying to say here with this video? I'm just trying to understand.
TEKKEN, the cheeseburger, who was introduced with this game. Tekken 6 Vanilla,
yes,
the largest
my main
Tekken character
in Tekken 6
of all times. In terms of his move list, I don't mean his girth or the underwear we can see there, or is that his shirt? It's probably his underwear. This guy was insanely fucking broken. You know Kazuya, I told you guys how busted he was. Most people said that as stupid as Kazuya is, Bob is the better character because a person with 10 IQ, a monkey, can play Bob and just smoke everyone. But with Kazuya, you need to be like Galaxy Brain, have like
I mean, as soon as you find me a monkey that can wave dash, then yeah, we can have a talk. But yeah,
unbelievable execution. And then arguably is actually better than Bob due to
I can wave dash still, so I guess I'm dumber than a monkey.
sheer damage output. But Bob took no effort. Bob won everything. And we are, I mean, there's so many dumb things, like a down for 2 that launches, you see the range, launches a normal hit, by the way. This is not something we associate with Bob. We associate Bob's down for 2 with counter hit launch. And this also meant that he actually launched from far away, minus 15. Also something we don't associate with Bob. Well, then Tekken 7 remedied that because characters shouldn't have identity, right? So they gave him the up for 4 low damage launch. But here, a down for 2 launch is a normal hit with insane reach. You remember Launch Leroy Season 3 of Tekken 7? A final boss character that can do everything your character can do, but twice as good.
Yeah.
And he's like a montage of like every character in the game. He does everything in the game better than everyone else. Bob was the first character to introduce this to Tekken. He would get toned down a little bit for Tekken 6 BR, but he would still be kind of OP in that game. The thing I'm gonna say first is that he was a hybrid Mishima. People jokingly said that he was the fat Mishima was the best Mishima, but it wasn't even a joke. Like, he had the best Mishima moveset, and of course the fat dash. He has a wave dash. He has a hell sweep. This is his electric. This is his twin piston. He can also crouch cancel into this. That's a minus 12 on block twin piston. Basically played like a Mishima, but at the same time had insane.
But I mean, isn't it kind of cool that the game also offered you an easier version of Mishima? I mean, isn't that cool? Because Mishimas are known to be very high execution, very difficult to pilot. And hey, here you have Bob. I mean, I feel like Tekken has always been addressing, you know, easy player base. Or like a more casual player base, I guess is the better word. You know, like the level of play where people don't want to spend too much time, you know, doing the execution, but they just still want to enjoy the game. And they want to enjoy the mechanics of the game without putting too much time into it. I kind of feel like it's cool that the game also offered this kind of character, in a shape of Bob. So I don't know. I feel like it's cool.
Poking as well, because why not? Best Mishima stuff, and then look at that jab range. 1-1, 1-1-2, down for 1, down for 1-2, 2-1. This is a high mid check. Down 1-2. This is a safe mid check.
Yeah, that was a cool string.
4-2-3. This is a 12 frame punish that sort of almost rivals like Lily's. And then he had a lot of evasion.
Wait, so does he spend like 13 minutes just talking about how broken Bob was in Tekken 6, or like what's the point of the video?
Even though he's so fat, he's basically eaten 5 Ling Xiaoyus. That's how he got to this size. But he's more evasive than Xiaoyu. Does that make sense?
More evasive than Xiaoyu? How is that? How was he more evasive than Xiaoyu? I mean, he doesn't have... Wait, does he have any stances? Well, I mean, if you count the roll, the forward 3+4 as a stance... Then I guess, yeah, but I mean, like, he doesn't have the Xiaoyu type of stance where he's just unreachable by any hitbox other than low. Like, hurt box, I mean.
Sense to anyone? It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's
I mean, here it was a slightly exaggeration, but okay, let's go.
I just want to yet again, like, stress the strength of his poking. Again, he's a big guy, he's got long limbs, and that jab is disgusting. Can do 1-1. Down for 1 with a follow-up, which is a natural string. It is minus 10 though, but still having that as a natural. And then 2-1 is such a crucial check for a strong poking character. A high into a mid and safe. It's not a whole lot the opponent can do about this. And then back 2-2 with a follow-up. This is all like...
Yeah, Bob strings have always been very good, definitely. And they're pretty difficult to counterplay, I would say, for especially lower side of things. You know, like for more casual level of play. But at the same time, if you know his string, you know, then you can easily counterplay him by, I don't know, low parrying, for example. So if you know his strings, you sort of do have some counterplay over there. Yes.
Very delayable. So this is a mid-high check, back 2-2. But if the opponent doesn't do anything about it, I can add this, and I can also add a final kick. It's a very obnoxious
duckable
string to
just
deal
saying
with.
Just saying.
And again, down 1, mid, super plus, and safe on block. So this is just some of the obscene poking he has, and down back 3 is a very strong low poke with plus frames. And then he also has shenanigans like this, you know, because why not? Poke into low, into mid, and here is very fast jab into low. So again, any poking character needs this, right? So excels at poking. And then we're gonna go to the Mishima aspect of a character, the fat dash into a demon paw, but is of course safe on block, and knocks down into a super advantageous Oki position. They backflip onto their belly, and here it's just disgusting Oki. So there's nothing he can do there. I Waivu Demon Paw, and then I take a mix-up on him as he's trying to get back to his feet. I do have an electric in CD1. That launches a normal hit.
You know, like to me, it kind of looks weird that he, out of all Tekkens, he picked Tekken 6 to talk about Bob. I mean, I get it. I guess it's because that's his debut game. And also that's where he is the most broken out of all Tekkens. But still kind of strange. I mean, it sounds to me like he's trying to send a message. Like, do you want this back to Tekken 8? They want this character to Tekken 8? Is this what you want? I mean, Tekken is already pretty bad, and you want this character back to Tekken 8? Like, that's the message I get from this video so far. So far.
I do that. And I'm allowed to bound here. I mean, it really, really hurts a lot. If I want to wave dash and launch you with a mid, I can cancel it while sending 2-2. Which Kazuya can twin piston, but it's like minus 13. So most characters can't do a whole lot about it, and launches a normal hit. You can also do, if you don't want to risk getting twin piston by Kazuya, for example, can wave dash into CD3.
Right.
This will automatically on hit, if you hold forward again, Ducky. I only press CD3, and automatically on hit, he will add
Hello,
that
Manji. How are you doing?
Punch.
Welcome.
And I get a jaggle. So again, we hit it.
Just watching some main man video about Bob. Just some reaction video, basically.
And it's big damage.
Gonna probably clip it later.
Decent enough wall travel. And if you block it now and punish me, Ducky, it's minus 11. So Kazuya can back 1-2, but most characters will get a jab string here. So that's a very strong option, which is very, very interesting in this game. For Tekken 6 BR, he has a 2-hit hell sweep. He does the sweep, and then he punches with both of his palms. He does a thrust, and it does good damage, knocks down into Oki. But in this game, there's no follow-up. He just does like this. But here, actually, you can crouch cancel and get this string. Yeah,
okay.
That's guaranteed. And as you can see, the hell sweep also does not stagger on block. It is still launch punishable, but doesn't stagger, so this means you have to do a reasonably quick punish. So Kazuya can do Demon God Fist here. I believe you can't delay hop kick it, for example. So it just means you have to be razor sharp with your punish. I do want to show the damage of a hell sweep if we can get the wall, Ducky.
Mm, yeah,
So all of that is guaranteed,
that string.
and there you saw what he can do with the Hell Sweep.
Who want Bob back? What do you mean? I want Bob back. That was my main in Tekken 7 and in Tekken 6. What do you mean? So actually, you'll be surprised how many people want actually Bob back. Because the post that Harada retweeted that I made, actually many people in the comment section, they were like, yeah, bring Bob back. And even in this video, if you check, let me actually say, actually a lot of people say that they want Bob back. Bob would unironically be more hype DLC than Falcon Ram. Yeah. Big my Bob for Tekken 8, please, Harada. Bob moveset was actually very fun in Tekken 7. Hope he comes back in some form. Bob was a nightmare at any level. Bob is cool. I love his idle stance. I need Bob back ASAP. Yeah, actually, a lot of people want Bob back, actually. I don't know, just kind of have some connection to this character. I don't know, he kind of introduced me to Tekken, so he's like a very meaningful character to me. And I feel like he also, I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about this, but I feel like he is also, like, his value in Tekken is that he is the fat character archetype. You know, Tekken is known for its diversity, that, you know, there's a lot of different characters from different, you know, countries, from different subcultures, from different social cultures, you know, LGBT in a form of Leo, fat characters like Bob, and he is also the only American character in Tekken, and he is also fat, and we still don't have a fat character, which kind of decreases the, you know, like the diversity in Tekken. Because Ganryu, I think Hirata just recently he confirmed that Ganryu is coming back, but like he doesn't know when. But yeah, Bob and Ganryu are the only fat character archetypes. I feel like people wanted Bruce, but then again, the fact that they brought Falcon Ram back shows that they don't really take into consideration what players want. They have their own vision to the game, and they have their own vision of who should come back to the game. Yeah. So they don't only count what is going to be the pick rate, what is going to be the popularity. They have specific characters who the developers themselves want to put into the game. So it's not all about us, guys. You know, it's not all about us. Because if it was all about the pick rates, Kuma and Panda would have never made it to Tekken. That's for sure. Yoshi would have never made it to Tekken because Yoshi pick rate in Tekken 7 was pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic.
If he gets a wall splat, probably that character shouldn't have a Hell Sweep that can actually meanie juggle and has the potential for a wall combo. And there you saw his wall combo as well. All of those hits are guaranteed, and it's just gigantic fucking damage. So again, oh god, I'm so sorry, Ducky, miss input. I should just keep this in the video, I think. Okay, so Magic 4, boosh. Very basic combo, but still very good damage. That's safe on block. He also has follow-ups to throw off the opponent. He can do 4 free. He can also do 4 free into fat flip. Like this. So there's many ways of throwing off the opponent, but does have a Magic 4, which is an amazing asset on a character like this. He also has, from Wave Dash, mind you, he can do this, a launching throw. So this forward 1+2. Okay, we'll just do something super basic, like so, etc. So launching throw. He also has a wall splatting throw, but he also gets from Wave Dash. So you do at least 2 dashes and then hold down forward and then 1+2.
Oh yeah, the belly, the belly grab.
Again, wall splatting throw. Incredibly strong. So why does he have these throws? No one knows. Okay, so it's CD 1+2. We get a pseudo Death Fist where he hits with both hands. Like so. You saw the damage, right? You can charge it up. Okay, it's only safe if you charge it up. So if I charge it up, as you can see, huge pushback, and it's safe. If you key charge, we'll just show the damage. Yeah, so again, if I fully charged, it's safe with huge pushback, mid, wall splat, death.
Yeah, I'm gonna comment everything he says later after this video. I just want to get the full picture, like what exactly is he trying to say here with this video. I'm just trying to understand.
If it hits. So again, a very strong tool. He also had like a ton of super annoying strings he could throw your way. A super evasive launcher in down back 1+2, which was like a Lily Matterhorn. He like disappears. He crushes so much when he does this, and it's a full launch. This move, however, on block is launch punishable. So as you can see, that's down for one startup here is 15, so he gets a launch on me. More annoying shit Bob would do, they would do this low. This is launch punishable on block though, like he staggers. But if it does hit, it's like plus a million. Down to 1. Again, safe. Can add a third hit. Down to 1-2.
Oh yeah, that string was very powerful. Yes,
just
yes.
to test your opponent's patience. Oh, sorry, it's down to 1-2-2. See that 4th hit there.
Yeah,
but I believe a final hit, is it launch punishable, Lucky, on block? It is launch punishable. But still an amazing string to test your opponent's patience.
It is.
You see how delayable this stuff is. Every single hit is so delayable, except for the first 2. I just realized this move is also very strong, actually.
Yeah, I guess that move you can sort of count as his, you know, like stance mix-up sort of thing. I mean, it's not really a stance, it's just, you know, it's a move that kind of gets him into crouching position from where he can do like 50-50 while standing mix-ups. But it's not like, it's technically not a stance. So he doesn't really have a stance like the way I see it personally.
Yeah, he has so much dumb shit. All I'm trying to show here is that you just had everything playing Bob. You even had the gimmicks.
Yep.
A shit ton of strings. A gigantic move list. Gigantic amounts of evasion. Amazing panic buttons. The best poke.
I love how TMM has knowledge in the game, but please don't disguise Yoshi at all. Oh, I mean, have you seen his recent like nonsense tier list? He puts Yoshi as top 1 or top 2 in S tier. I mean, and then he puts like his Kazuya and Heihachi. He puts them way lower in the rank. And Brian, he really thinks that Yoshi is much stronger than Brian Hwoarang. Who else? Brian Hwoarang. I mean, many characters are actually very, very strong at the moment. And he says Yoshi is much stronger. I mean, honestly, like I think I should disregard his tier lists because it's just a favorism show, basically.
The best Mishima,
yeah, that was a stupidity tier list in my opinion. With all respect to the main man, with all respect.
So when you think about, you know, these train wreck characters, we typically think of Lord.
I think even he himself said that this was not a serious tier list, but then why make one at all if it's not serious?
Launch Leroy, but it just has to be said that Bob was the first launch Leroy. So Bandai Namco, the TEKKEN devs, they fucked up many
what's
times.
your freaking
Even
point,
back
mister?
in 2007, they gave you this character. So, you know, they've got quite the track record, which is unbelievably poorly designed characters. He was also awful to play against in BR. He was on the console version of this game. And also Tag 2 was pretty awful. Tekken 7 was when he was starting to become a very, very balanced character. But so I hope you enjoyed this little breakdown of Tekken 6 Vanilla.
I mean, basically, you know, like what I understand from this video is like he understands that Bob has a very good chance of coming back because Harada shows pretty big interest in bringing Bob back, you know, visibly. He reposted my post. He kept bringing Bob back in Tekken 7, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Tekken 6 was when he came, basically. Then Bob was also part of some, was it like Street Fighter collaboration or some other type of fighting game? Anyway, like he sees that Bob has a very high potential of coming back, and then he makes this video to sort of shun Bob, and he's like, do you want this character back? Do you want this character back in Tekken 8? Like seriously, look at how broken he was. And he didn't make a Bob video from Tekken 7 because, as he just said himself, Bob was pretty balanced in Tekken 7. But he was super broken in Tekken 6, and he made a video about Bob because that's where he was the most broken. So he didn't make a video about Lucky Chloe or Katarina or Gigas, you know, about their frame data in Tekken 7. He made a video about Bob from Tekken 6 right now, when we are about to get a next character, you know, DLC. You know, like to me it just sounds, it's like, what is your problem with Bob, buddy? Like, I get it, he was strong, but can we just, you know, like, let go of that PTSD of DLC broken characters? You know, it's like, I mean, Leroy was broken, Falcon Ram was broken in Tekken 7. So what now? Are we supposed to, like, were we supposed to have left Leroy behind? Should we have left Falcon behind just because they were broken and because everybody has PTSD? I mean, it's just you count it. I mean, in Tekken 9, are we not supposed to have Victor anymore? Are we not supposed to have Lars because he's broken at the moment? Because oh no, like look at these frames, look at these stances. I mean, June has even more stupid stances than Bob. June, like with her install projectile, or like okay, let me paraphrase this. Can Bob be more obnoxious than June right now with her stupid projectile, which reaches like 4 meters away? Unseeable projectile, can use this multiple times. It is also middle heat engager. Like, can Bob be more obnoxious than this? Can Bob be more obnoxious than Anna with her lovely Tom swinging hammer, you know, swinging it left and right, homing plus on block, infinite reach, and you name it? It's just like, can Bob be more obnoxious than Victor, who can just Glock you in the face 5 meters away? Can Bob be more obnoxious than Yoshi with his unblockables? I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. I mean, it's just like, just say it for what it is. I only like brutal characters, you know, who have like, you know, like each biceps is like this size, you know, and like each muscle, you know, like each muscle is like that size. Like they can all snap big rocks with just 2 fingers. They're like super big. They have very brutal Sigma voice, you know, like they're all very tough in execution. Like that. These are the characters that apparently the main man wants all over Tekken 8. I mean, he doesn't like waifu characters. He doesn't like fat characters. He doesn't like funny characters. He only likes those execution or Maika characters. I mean, to me, it's just, it sounds so, I don't know. I don't want to say stupid, but it's like, maybe you should try Street Fighter then. I'm just switch to Street Fighter, because even female characters there look like female versions of Akuma. You know, they all have like 12 pack and they're like super masculine and super strong. And maybe you should try this game instead then. Because that's what Tekken 8 is about, you know. I mean, not Tekken 8 but specifically, but just Tekken series in general. That we have different characters who have very diverse design, you know, a very unique design. Oh, sorry. So it's like, that's what makes Tekken what it is nowadays. You know, we have different characters, we have female characters, we have like very brutal big characters. We used to have fat characters, character categories from different countries, you know, different martial arts. Like that's what made Tekken and puts Tekken on the map, in my opinion. But if you're gonna put like, because now we also have Fahkumram, right? Now the next one is gonna probably be either Marduk or Armor King, and they're also gonna have some kind of a bodybuilder design, and it's just, I mean, there's too much of it, in my opinion. There is too much of this. And we don't even have like, you know, my point is that diversity of design in Tekken 8 is kind of going down, in my opinion, at the moment. And we still don't have a fat character archetype, which is kind of not that good, in my opinion. Because we always enjoyed having different characters, you know, but apparently all that the main man wants is to have brutal characters like Marduk and Geese and Heihachi. So yeah, just we have already too much of this. Even Martial Law, who used to be like a very thin character, you know, in Tekken 7, even now he's like a freaking bodybuilder. I mean, it's fine to be sort of biased. It's fine to have your own preferences, but just don't project your preferences onto other people by trying to cover this up by some frame data, because we have a lot of this in Tekken 8 already. I mean, June with her strings, Asuka with her strings, it's just, you name it. We have a lot of characters who are, in my opinion, by a mile much worse than Bob. And Bob, like, he just adjusts a few frames for certain strings and voila, he's okay. Here he says, for example, oh, Bob's Hell Sweep did not stagger. Well, I mean, does Anna's Hell Sweep stagger? Anna, who also has a while standing 2, which is a 16 startup uppercut launcher. Yeah, she has a 14 startup while standing middle heat engager. So she can sort of bait you into Hell Sweep and then just, oh, boom, there you go, heat engager. So it's like, don't demonize Bob too much, please, dude. Like, because we have a lot of demons in Tekken 8, so to speak. Let's talk a little bit about the pick rates. Yeah, basically here we have stats, but it's for America, I think. US. I tried to put global, but it does not reflect it in here for some reason. So these, I assume, are the US stats. So here you can see the pick rates, overall character popularity, and etc. in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. And here you can see Bob. And Bob, he's actually not all the way at the bottom of the pick rate. And Bob, in fact, actually beats characters like Zafina, Leroy, Fahkumram, Jack. Eddie, Ganryu, Panda, Lydia. I mean, in certain seasons, he still is bested by those characters over there, but he still beats in certain seasons. In season 1, for example, he beats all of them. Again, if this is an accurate, if that's an accurate information, which it seems to be, Event Hubs, yeah, it looks like a pretty reliable source. But anyway, in season 1, Bob beats all of them here. In season 2, things are not that good for Bob, but he still beats some of them. And in season 3, it's kind of a same trend as in season 2, but he still beats some of those characters. But that's US. Yeah, these are also global stats, I think. And put it like this. Here it kind of you can see that Bob actually is also pretty much on the same spot as on this website that I just showed you. So he's not that bad, I have to say. He still beats Alice. He still beats Alice. He still beats a lot of characters actually. A lot of characters. Beats Yoshi, beats Zafina, Anna, Nina, Erik, Xiaoyu, Ganryu, Kuma. Yeah, a lot of characters. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he was the most popular character, absolutely not, but I don't think he was as bad as people tried to say he was. No. And again, we don't have a fat character archetype, which in my opinion takes away from us, because again, having a fat character, I mean, isn't it cool like when you have all kinds of different characters in the game? But yeah, this is just, yeah. I think the main man, he just hates anybody who is not like high execution